What's going on, Cappies? Welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of September 28th through October 3rd of 2020. We got a lot going on, so I'm going to show you the charts for this one. We have Saturn and Pluto coming direct in your first house. With Jupiter here too, I want to just put a big star here because this first house, this identity, this ego, this drive forward and how we're going to make things happen. I mean, we are never in our lives, I'm a Capricorn too, so I say we with you guys, we are never going to go through this again, having both of these planets station direct. This is extremely powerful soul evolution on a very identity-based kind of way. So, look, it's very, very extreme and powerful. We're not going to see in our first house Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn together ever again, coming direct. So I would say this is just absolutely the ultimate soul evolution. Aquarius has this coming next. So, here we are. And, man, it's a lot. So I would say we're all kind of revamping our identity. And as these planets start to move forward again and Jupiter and Saturn move into the second house, this is giving us the ultimate identity boost of how we're going to create the reality that we desire. So this is a huge week in general moving forward for the rest of 2020. And it's squaring Mars in our fourth house, Mars retrograde. So there's a lot of deep subconscious emotions, I'd say, that we have to deal with and put action towards. But with this Mars retrograde, it feels really hard, especially squaring this energy. We have to do what's best for our identity, but we also have to be nurturing to ourselves and nurturing to others and have a strong foundation here. Otherwise, this identity that we're evolving into isn't going to be able to build off of it. So it's very important that we, take care of ourselves and take care of the people in our life as well that we hold dear, and to make it happen, to build, to dig our roots in, I would say, for this evolution and where we want to go. The sun, of course, in the 10th house. I mean, Libra season, it's go time for Caps. It's time to go get those goals and make those things happen, but we got to make sure that we're doing it from a very deep aspect as we're going through a lot of this right now. And we get a full moon conjunct Chiron this week as well. Huge stuff, I would say, that we have to bring out our true identity and our true depth within us and be willing to make the changes in our identity. We have to be willing to let the soul evolution take place if we're going to reach as high as we want to reach. And Caps want to reach high. So it's definitely, I would say, it's karmic and there's wounds there in some emotions, but we have to be able to channel the ones that are truly aligned with our soul's ego, with our identity, and what is going to help us push and climb this mountain of life that we are a part of. And then the North Node in the 6th house here for us, it's definitely about putting in that daily work and just grinding and just getting the routines, getting our bodies healthy, getting everything lined up so that we can move forward in big, big ways moving forward. So it's powerful time for Capricorns. Venus in the 8th house is going to trine Mars in the 4th house. Venus in the 8th, it's deep. It's very, it's intense. Venus doesn't love to be there, but at the same time, it doesn't mind because it is a water sign, and Venus tends to like water signs. But, it's not a water sign, but it's ruled by a water sign, you could say. And it's intense, and it's deep, and it's transformative, and that's what it is relationships are being transformed. Which ones fit our identity? Which ones fit our evolution? And, it's finding the ones that truly align with us and listening to that intuition. These are very intuitive houses where you have to trust that intuition that's coming through and be able to see the beauty in the transformations you've made to move forward, as Venus is going to ingress into Virgo, our 9th house, where it is all about that wisdom and seeing the beauty in the expansion of the world and seeing the beauty in the adventure of the world and, channeling that universal wisdom in the most beautiful way. Big, big times. And of course, Mercury in the 11th house, groups, friends, people that, we're kind of having to express how we truly feel and what's going on. And it's like if they don't see you and there's, you're not able to express the way you want to, it's going to be difficult. And I think it's going to bring a lot of groups and people in our lives to mind. And we have to be able to kind of be willing right now as Mercury is going to come back into our 10th house. We have to pay attention to who's around that's going to help us go higher during this shadow period and retrograde with Mercury in the 11th. So I would say definitely pay attention to people and make sure that the people in your life are seeing your identity, seeing your evolution, and have your back and aren't dragging you down and trying to keep you in the same, ego that you were in before, because the ego of this first house has just been completely overhauled in one of the biggest evolutionary ways imaginable. It's a lot. It's a big week. This is like the second half of this astrological year with Libra season starting is huge, and it's so big, especially for Capricorn with true soul identity coming out. So I just want you to know. I didn't shuffle again. I've been doing that. I'm like in a rush to start the next one. So this one's meant for the Capricorns. And it's the Emperor. So big time to step into the driver's seat and to go towards exactly what you want to build and to be passionate about what you want to create. And it's like if things don't fit into place, you're evolving, and your life's going to evolve in a beautiful way if you're willing to step in and own that evolution and not let anything really take you out of your true self, and to own your truth in the most powerful way possible. I love you very much, Capricorn. I'll catch you next time.